legends, I hope you're all amazing. On today's video, we're going to take a tour of the delay types on the Eventide H9 Gen 2. If all the H9 did was delay, it would be an absolute monster of a unit because it covers everything from simple digital delay, bucket brigade style slapback, tape delays, through to exotic types like multitaps, the Eventide Ultratap algorithm, and the new Granular Delay types. There is, of course, the option to have multiple effects at the same time, like the space-time and mod echo verb algorithm, and you can use a lot of the pitch algorithms as delays as well. I particularly like those for copying some of the vibe of the old Eventide rack units. Before we dive into that, though, let's have a little lead delay jam. I'm going to absolutely coat my lead tone in this circular delay using the Headspace algorithm. Then we'll take a look at the interface on the H9, how you can dial in various effects, and talk through some of my favorite tones. I'm also going to link a bunch of the presets that I use in the video description if you want to try them for yourself. Let's go. It's worth taking a very quick overview of the physical user interface of the H9 Gen 2. I think this is a massive upgrade over the original H9, and it makes things so much easier and faster to dial in. Your main select page is where you can bank up and down through different presets. When this LED is blue, it banks you down, and you can hit the active button to select a preset. If you press and hold this button, the LED will change to red, and you can bank up through all your different presets. You can access the perform menu over here either by pressing the dedicated button or by pushing this large encoder up here. There's actually two perform pages over here, and if you want to assign these foot switch functions, you simply press this LED over here. And what I normally like for a given delay type is having this foot switch be the on and off. So I'll have that as active, I'll have this as my tap tempo. And if I go to the secondary page, I'll normally use the algorithm specific controls. For example, we're on the Bouquet Delay at the moment. It has a pitch jump function, and it gives you the option to have self-oscillation on there, which I really like playing around with, especially with some stereo subdivisions and some modulation, which we will hear in just a little bit. If you want to access different presets, there's a dedicated preset select menu. What I like about this is you can filter this by algorithm type or by a specific algorithm. So you can select just the delays and then come through here and go, you know what? I want only the Bouquet Delay presets to choose from, and I can go through all of those. I can also filter this by different lists, and I've organized all my favorite delays into a list that I've called LT delays. Finally, if you want to actually get into a given algorithm and edit its parameters, there's a dedicated parameters page over here where everything is available on the hardware. If you're on the select or the perform page, you have these instant access parameters as well. For example, if I want to tweak the mix really quickly, these are assignable, and there's actually 2 pages in here. So you've got 6 instant access parameters. Let's start off with some of my favorite, what I call bread and butter delays. These are my daily drivers, and they're mostly delays that I got used to using on the old Eventide time factor pedal, which I still have and is an amazing sounding delay. What I liked about the original H9 and then the H90 and the Gen 2 was I was able to take my time factor presets and move them over to the H9 and H90. So we'll start off by hearing the vintage delay. I like that this gives you essentially the tone of an old rack delay. It's got bit reduction, it's got filtering and modulation. If you want a little bit more control over the modulation, the dedicated mod delay is awesome, and playing around with the mod shape can give you a lot of different options. If you love lush ambient delays or rhythmic delays, we'll also hear some of the new generation delays in there like Headspace and Bouquet Delay. Of course, we've got to hear Eventide classics like the band delay, the reverse delay, and the tape echo. I also like using the digital delay basically as a chorus or as a combination chorus and delay. We'll hear some ducking delay and some ping pong delay in there as well. Let's hear those. You can also do a lot more than just rhythmic echoes, slapback, and lead delays using the H9 delays. You've got algorithms like Multitap and Ultratap, which give you so many advanced parameters to go from discrete echoes to diffuse reverb style tones. I have this preset that I put together that reminds me a lot of the old Roland DEP5 nonlinear reverbs, where the reverb style tone, instead of decaying, will actually get louder in time and also pan around the stereo spectrum. We have to hear a bunch of the Ultratap tones as well. These can do things like a bouncing ball style effect. It can do really diffuse smeared out echoes and is gorgeous if you include some volume swells or other effects with it. I think one of the coolest things about the H9 though is the new generation effects, like these granular effects. The cosmic web has become one of my go-to ambient style effects for sound on sound tones. There's a stutter and glitch algorithm as well. On top of all of that, you can use pitch types for delay as well. I'm particularly fond of something like the micro pitch algorithm, where you dial in, say, some quarter note delays, you add some detune to them, and they give you this really lush alternative to a modulated delay. You've also got algorithms like Quadravox. There's the H949 algorithm, which works great as a slapback echo and pitch. Quadravox is really cool because you can set the mode and the key and have different rhythmic combinations of pitched delays. So much fun. And if you're into your experimental effects, the H9 is like the ultimate Swiss Army knife for taking you from pitch effects, granular style delays, lush reverb style effects, and of course all the discrete echoes we heard. Let's hear some more experimental tones now. There's also algorithms which cover multiple effects. Spacetime and mod echo verb will give you a combination of delay, reverb, and mod effects like chorus or flanger. I think these are great if you just wanted to have the H9 take up a single space on your pedal board, but essentially give you a whole bunch of grease, say on your clean tone or your lead tone. If you like delay, but you don't need any of these specific types, or you don't want to get too into the weeds with tweaking them, these are great simple effect types that give you a basic echo along with some extra effects. I really hope you enjoyed this tour of the H9 Gen 2 delays. It of course covers all your modulation, reverb, pitch, and distortion needs, as well as having vocal specific effects and guitar synthesizers. It is such an awesomely vast and deep unit. If you'd like to grab some of the presets that I featured in this video, I will link them in the video description. A massive thank you to Eventide for getting me this unit and for having me make this video. It's been a whole lot of fun. If you'd like to see more videos like this, taking a tour of various modulation or reverb or pitch types, please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, it's about time you grab your guitar and make some loud guitar noises. I'll see you on the next one.